Stop before you watch this video. I need to warn you. What you're about to learn is uncomfortable. And honestly, you probably shouldn't watch this. Not because it's dangerous, not because it's illegal, but because once you see these tricks, you're going to start noticing them times everywhere. Asterisk. In your friendships, at your job, in your relationships, on your phone, right now. And you can never unsee them. So if you're not mentally ready to question how the people around you and even the brands you trust have been quietly shaping your decisions without saying a single word, you might want to click away now. Still here? Okay, then let's do this. I'll get into all 7 tricks in just a second. But I need you to stay until the end because trick number 4 and 5 are the most powerful ones on this list. Most people never recognize them until it's too late, and at the very end, I'm going to reveal something that's going to make you feel a little played. Because I've already used one of these tricks on you. Yeah, already. In the first 30 seconds of this video, I'll explain exactly how later. Let me tell you about a guy named Marcus. Marcus is a regular dude, mid-30s, works in marketing in Chicago, pretty sharp. He walks into a car dealership one Saturday not to buy, just to browse. He's got his coffee, he's relaxed, he's in control. The salesperson greets him. Doesn't pitch anything, doesn't talk about price. He just says, asterisk, hey, no pressure at all. Let me just show you what came in this week. 45 minutes later, Marcus is signing paperwork on a $38,000 SUV he didn't plan to buy. On the drive home in his new car, he starts wondering, how did that happen? He's not stupid, he's not impulsive. So what went wrong? Nothing went wrong. That salesperson was running a playbook, a psychology playbook. And every single move, the calm greeting, the casual walk around the lot, even where he stood relative to Marcus was deliberate. That's what this video is about. By the end of this, you'll understand exactly what happened to Marcus. And more importantly, you'll be able to spot it when it happens to you. Transition plus concept intro 230, 250. These 7 tricks are rooted in real behavioral psychology. They've been studied in universities, used by governments, and yes, weaponized by marketers, manipulators, and sometimes even people you love. This video is for educational purposes only. Understanding this stuff protects you. That's the whole point. All right. Trick number 1, the silent pause. Here's something wild. The most powerful thing you can say in a conversation is nothing. Psychologists call this times strategic silence. When someone stops talking and just holds eye contact, doesn't rush to fill the gap, the other person gets uncomfortable. And uncomfortable people times talk. They over-explain. They confess. They concede. Detectives use this. Lawyers use this. Good managers use this. Think about the last time someone went quiet after you said something. You probably scrambled to soften it, add to it, or take it back. That's silence? It wasn't awkward. It was intentional. Mirroring. You've seen this without knowing it. When someone leans in, you lean in. When someone crosses their arms, you cross yours. It happens automatically, but it can also be done times deliberately. Studies out of NYU found that when a person subtly mirrors your posture and speech patterns, you automatically feel more connected to them, more trusting. You don't know why you just times them more. That car salesperson with Marcus, he mirrored Marcus's walking pace, his tone, even the way Marcus held his coffee cup. By the time they were talking numbers, Marcus's brain had already filed this guy under people I trust. Trick 3, the takeaway. This one is used constantly in sales and relationships, and it's ruthless when it's done right. The principle is simple. People want what they think they can't have. So instead of pushing something towards someone, you times pull it away. I don't know if this would even work for your situation. This option's pretty popular, so it might not be available by the end of the week. Honestly, not everyone's ready for this. Suddenly, you're curious. Suddenly, you want it. Psychologists call this times reactance, times the human need to reclaim freedom when we feel it being taken away. And it's one of the most reliable triggers in human behavior. Okay, tricks 4 and 5 are coming up, and these are the 2 that even smart people fall for every single time. Don't go anywhere. Anchoring. Your brain doesn't evaluate things in isolation. It compares. And whoever sets the first number, the first reference point, controls the entire conversation. That's why a restaurant puts a $95 steak at the top of the menu. Not because they expect to sell a lot of $95 steaks, but because suddenly, the the $42 salmon looks times reasonable. That's why a negotiator opens with an extreme offer, because whatever comes next feels like a compromise, even if it isn't. Your brain gets anchored to the first piece of information it receives. And from that point, every judgment you make is quietly distorted. This happens in job negotiations, first dates, arguments with your partner. Every single day. The emotional redirect. This is the one that scares me most, because it works on times everyone times, including people who think they're too self-aware to fall for it. Here's how it works. When someone wants to push you toward a decision, they don't argue logic. They shift your emotional state first. They tell a story that makes you feel something: fear, excitement, nostalgia, guilt. And once your emotions are activated, your rational brain takes a back seat. Neuroscientist Antonio Damasio found that people with damage to the emotional centers of their brain, even with perfect logic, literally times, cannot make decisions. Emotion isn't the enemy of good decisions, it's the foundation of them, and manipulators know that. So they don't change your mind. They change your times, mood asterisk, and your mind follows. Emotional spike. Let's be real for a second. This stuff isn't just happening in car dealerships and boardrooms. It's happening when someone makes you feel guilty for setting a boundary. It's happening when an argument with your partner somehow always ends with you apologizing, even when you weren't wrong. It's happening on your Instagram feed, where every ad seems to know exactly which insecurity to poke. Fear is the most powerful tool in this entire playbook. And the people who've mastered these tricks know exactly how to make you feel like something bad will happen if you don't act, don't agree, don't comply. Anger is the second most powerful, because angry people make fast decisions, and fast decisions usually benefit whoever made them angry. When you feel that sudden rush of emotion in the middle of a conversation or a scroll session, pause. Ask yourself, asterisk, who benefits from me feeling this right now? Asterisk. That question alone will protect you more than anything else in this video. Tricks 6 and 7, real quick. Tricks 6 and 7. Trick 6. Social proof. When people are uncertain, they look at what other times people are doing and assume it's correct. Everyone's buying this. Most of our clients choose this option. Your brain treats the crowd as a shortcut to safety. It's deeply wired in us and it's exploited constantly. Trick 7. The favor trap. Do someone a small, unsolicited favor, then, later, make a request. Robert Cialdini called this times reciprocity times one of the 6 principles of influence. We are psychologically uncomfortable owing people, so we pay it back, often with more times than we received. A coffee, a compliment, a small gesture, and suddenly, without realizing it, you feel obligated. The reveal. Okay, I promised I'd tell you. Remember the very first thing I said in this video? You probably shouldn't watch this. That was trick 3. The takeaway. I implied you might not be ready for this information, and your brain immediately wanted to prove that it was. I also used an open loop in the first minute, promising to reveal something at the end, which is why you're still here right now. And the title itself, Control Anyone Without Saying a Word, that triggered your curiosity and, for some of you, a little bit of fear, which kept the click from happening and then kept you watching. None of this was random. Now you know. Here's what I want you to do. Drop a comment below and tell me which trick have you personally experienced? Which one hit closest to home? If this video gets 1,000 comments, I'm making a full series breaking down every one of these principles in depth, with real case studies, real scripts, and how to defend yourself against each one. 1,000 comments. That's all it takes. Let's see if we can do it. Now look, 7 tricks. And that's powerful. But there's something else most people never realize. Something that goes times deeper. Times than influence and manipulation. Something about why certain people seem to have a gravity that pulls everyone toward them without trying, without tactics, without saying much at all. That's what the next video is about. And I think it's going to change how you carry yourself permanently. I'll see you there.